Hello, Dylan Wiliam here. I'm often asked by school leaders where they should invest their efforts in order to improve their schools. Most school leaders understand that the only way that we can actually improve schools pretty much is by investing in the teachers already working in our schools. But the big question is, what should those teachers get better at? And there's lots of evidence out there. I think there are basically 5 questions that we should ask whenever we are shown research that we're told can help us. The first is, does it solve a problem we have? If it's a problem we've already solved, there's no point in doing any more of that. The second question is, how much extra achievement will we get? How many extra months of learning per year? The third is, what will it cost in terms of money? Sure, but more importantly, teacher time. Because right now, teachers are very, very busy. And so we have to remember that every hour that teachers spend on one thing is an hour they don't have to spend on something else. So teacher time versus the improvement in achievement, that's a trade-off we have to weigh quite carefully. The fourth thing is, can we implement it here? Some things will work in some contexts and not other contexts. And the fifth one, perhaps the most important, do we know what to do? Just being told that collaborative learning is a good idea isn't helpful unless you know exactly how to implement collaborative learning. And when you address those 5 questions, it now seems to me pretty clear that there are 2 best bets for improving student achievement. The first is improving curriculum, and the second is investing in teachers' development of classroom formative assessment. The trouble with the curriculum angle is that while we now know that some curricula are more effective than others, we're not able in advance to predict which curricula are going to be the most effective. So right now, in terms of the evidence we have, the best bet for schools that are serious about raising student achievement is to support teachers in their development of classroom formative assessment. We know from the work done by randomized controlled trial evaluation for the Education Endowment Foundation that when teachers work on classroom formative assessment, the students make an extra 25% progress per year as a result of changing the way that teachers use 1% of their time at a cost of around about £1.20 per student per year. There is nothing that we know of right now that's going to have a bigger impact than supporting teachers in developing their use of classroom formative assessment. So that's the good news. The even better news is that if you're a secondary school in the north of England, East Midlands and the Humber, or the West Midlands, you can now join a scheme funded by the DFE Accelerator Fund, where you'll get a massive subsidy for the embedding formative assessment program that Siobhan Leahy and I developed over a period of about 20 years working on supporting schools. So if you're not already working in the project, you're not working on one of the other projects that's being funded as part of this fund, then please find out more about this really quite extraordinary opportunity to develop teacher learning communities that will support teachers in developing their practice of classroom formative assessment.